What is up, guys? It's me, Lee, back bringing some more daily NBA news and updates. We got a couple of things to talk about today, so let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. Let's go. But we probably just got one of the most detailed outlooks on LeBron James's plan for free agency come July that we are ever going to get until July gets here. LeBron James's business partner, Maverick Carter, was interviewed yesterday and he was asked a heck of a lot about LeBron's past for the upcoming offseason. And here is some of what he had to say. First off, the reporter asked him if location will play a big role in what team LeBron signs with. These days, it doesn't matter anymore. The Lakers and the Knicks have been bad. The Knicks for a very long time, and the Lakers since Kobe kind of aged out of being the best player or one of the best players in the league. And basketball has been doing as great as ever with teams like Oklahoma City and Cleveland. These days, it doesn't matter because you can be known and start from anywhere in the world. It doesn't actually matter. Honestly, to me, the whole it matters what city you play in argument kind of died as soon as LeBron James became the biggest player in the NBA on the face of the planet with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Most casual people who knew very little to nothing about basketball at all probably haven't even heard of the Cleveland Cavaliers until LeBron James. So no, I don't think it matters if you play for LA or New York or even Utah, because in this day and age, social media is everything. That's the platform that's going to decide how big you are. It has nothing to do anymore with what city you rep on the front of your jersey. But then still, some Lakers fans who insist LeBron James is going to LA will say things like it's a better business move for LeBron James. He can have his face on billboards, get more exposure, get a head start in his acting career, stuff like that to entice LeBron James to come play for the City of Angels. But once again, let's be real here. If you aren't as big as LeBron James, none of that stuff matters. Everyone already knows who he is, so why does it matter if his face is plastered on some billboards in Los Angeles? It doesn't whatsoever. And his business partner kind of elaborated on that as well yesterday. Could he sell a few more sneakers if he was in a gigantic market like Boston, Chicago, New York, or LA? Maybe, but not as much as if he wins. What matters the most is if he wins. When you win as an athlete, that's all that matters the most. I understand people keep saying that and thinking that, but the reason it doesn't make sense is because if he does play in LA or he plays on the moon, he can only shoot movies for 3 months. It doesn't matter. Even if he played in LA and wants to be in a movie, he can't shoot from basically September to June, pretty much. Where NBA players live during the regular season matters in the least bit out of anything that actually matters. They're never there anyways. They are always on the road. And then in the summer, they live wherever they want. They can live in Cali, they can live in Utah, they can live on the freaking moon. And the whole idea of this after career business for LeBron James, such as his acting career that he wants to do once he's retired, well, it's called an after career plan for a reason. These are things that LeBron James wants to do after his career. Guess what? His career is still going, and I don't think what he plans to do after his career is going to influence where he plays during his career. Why? Because he can't do what he's planning to do after his career while he's still playing. He can only be in movies from June to September. So why does it matter if he's in LA from September to June? It doesn't make any sense. The guy, Maverick Carter, LeBron James' partner, said the only thing that matters is if LeBron James wins. So it sounds like LeBron's just going to go to the place that gives him the best chance of winning. As for where that could be, Carter said that we can't even expect LeBron James to start thinking about that until about a week after the NBA season ends. He never starts thinking about it before the end of the season. Whenever their season ends, and hopefully it's in June, for his sake and the sake of his family, because he goes crazy at home, usually a week after. Decompresses, lets it all calm down, and then a week after. Sometimes it can take longer, but at least a week after. So yeah, maybe this will put all of the LeBron James to LA talks to rest for a while, or at least until July, because I'm sure they will come back up at some point. I'm torn on this rumor. Reports came out yesterday saying that the Detroit Pistons have interest in trading for Eric Bledsoe. Right now, it sounds like the Pistons offered up Reggie Jackson for Eric Bledsoe, but as you can guess, the Phoenix Suns want a little more. Heck, more reports came out saying that the Phoenix Suns really don't want Reggie Jackson at all, but understand he's needed in the discussion to make the contracts line up, but would prefer if a third team got involved to take Reggie Jackson instead of him being shipped to Phoenix. What the Suns are really after, we all know, is draft picks and young talent. The Pistons do have draft picks to offer, and then they have young talent like Luke Kennard, their first round pick from this year, and then Henry Ellison, the first round pick from last year. So there is material there in order to get talks going. However, like I said, I am torn on this whole subject. As a Pistons fan, even I acknowledge that Eric Bledsoe is a better player than Reggie Jackson. Just player for player, he will be an upgrade over Reggie Jackson. The thing is, the Pistons are playing really well right now. They have some pretty good on and off court chemistry going on between all the guys, so I'm just not sure if I'd be willing to risk messing up that chemistry by trading for Eric Bledsoe. I will be hesitant to trade anyone that's not named John Lure. That guy can go, because I don't know if it's worth it. We're finally winning. Don't mess it up by trading away someone who could be key to the winning. But that being said, the Suns have said that they're in no rush whatsoever to trade Eric Bledsoe. It sounds like they're going to wait until right up until the trade deadline, when some teams might be a little more desperate, so the Suns can up their price a bit and get the max value out of Eric Bledsoe. And the Pistons are just one of the teams interested, so we'll just have to see how this unfolds. The Jahlil Okafor situation is getting kind of interesting. Yesterday, Jahlil went to the Sixers and asked for a buyout. The Sixers said no because they are determined to get something in return for Jahlil Okafor. Okafor is at the point now where he just wants to get out. He wants to play somewhere else. Anywhere else. He cannot stand being in Philly any longer. And reports also came out yesterday saying that the Boston Celtics are the team that's seen as the most likely destination for Jahlil Okafor. Surprise, surprise, anytime any player is available, the Boston Celtics are seen as being the front runner to land that player. And they did just get that exception for Gordon Hayward being injured of an extra $8 million from the league, so they can afford Okafor no problem at all. And it's rumored that the most teams are willing to give up for Okafor are packages based around a second round draft pick. That's it, and that's mind-boggling to me. This is a guy that has lots of talent, was a top 3 pick in the draft, and the most teams are willing to give up is a second round draft pick. This is getting insane. Isaiah Thomas of the Cleveland Cavaliers isn't the biggest fan of GMs and how they treat players, and he kind of took Jahlil Okafor's side on this, saying, man, they acting like Jahlil Okafor don't got game. Let the man go out and rock for somebody else. Crazy how they doing him. It is kind of crazy what the Sixers are doing to Jahlil Okafor. I mean, why not just give him up for that second round draft pick? You done already declined your team option on Jahlil Okafor for next year, so he's not coming back. He's going to be an unrestricted free agent. Why not just take that second round draft pick that you can get for him right now? Why are you wasting everybody's time? Just move Jahlil Okafor to the next team that makes an offer. Hashtag free Jahlil. Question of the daytime: do you guys think that playing in a big city matters to players anymore? Let me know what you think about that down in the comment section below. But now let's take a look at what you guys said in yesterday's video. And yesterday, I asked you guys if you think it's time for the Cleveland Cavaliers to maybe start panicking a bit, and this is what you had to say. Question of the day: a little bit. I do think the Cavs are sandbagging a bit from the drastic team changes. However, they are indeed worse than projected, struggles or not. I think they have a little harder time getting out of the East for one, and highly likely, even if they take the East, cannot stand up against whoever comes out of the West. Question of the day: I wouldn't be too worried about the Cavs right now. They're still trying to incorporate the new pieces that they got from the offseason, and as long as LeBron is healthy and happy, they'll be fine. Question of the day: I wouldn't worry about the Cavs. Every team has bad stretches. The Cavs are also missing their second best player, and if Gordon Hayward is out for the playoffs, then the Cavs are still making it to the finals easy. I'm not extremely worried about the Cleveland Cavaliers either. I do think their lack of defense is a bit concerning, and it's something they should look to address as soon as possible, because at this point it's just getting embarrassing. But it's not time to panic. As for the whole, they're missing Isaiah Thomas and they have all these new pieces they need to incorporate thing, that's an argument you could make, but I don't think that's the argument to make right here. Look, there are a lot of teams going through the same thing. You look at the Boston Celtics, they're trying to incorporate basically a whole brand new team, and on top of that, they lost their second best player too, and Gordon Hayward the first game of the season, yet they are on a 6-game winning streak playing some really good basketball. Then the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're trying to incorporate new pieces, yet they're still winning. A lot of teams are trying to incorporate new pieces and they are still finding a way to win games. I think the Cleveland Cavaliers' struggles right now are going beyond that. It's just all about the effort. The effort hasn't been there from anyone really, except for LeBron James on some nights from the Cleveland Cavaliers, and that's why I think it's a bit concerning. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Let me know what you think about all of this down in the comment section below. Don't forget to smack that like button and subscribe for more daily NBA videos, and I guess until tomorrow, keep getting the Bucks, Team SDC, and I'm out of here.